Hello and welcome back to Bransford Webs and this week's top 10 plants for your garden centre. So this week you're joining me on a section of the nursery called Little Doll, which is 20 of these low tunnels like this, really flexible growing environment that work really well for us. So in a few weeks time, as the cooler nights go away, the skins will come off these tunnels. You can see behind me that lovely colour block of Spirea Double Play Big Bang. One of my favourite Spireas, this and Doozy, I just think are absolutely fantastic. You can see it's got the gold mature leaves, or limey gold mature leaves, and the nice orange flush. So you've got a real autumnal colour in the spring from that plant. That's the section of the nursery now, and so on to this week's top 10 plants. I'm going to start off with a hero plant this week. So each week we're going to feature a hero plant, and that hero plant might not be new, it might not be something that's different. It's just a really good plant, both from a retail and a gardener's point of view. And this week we're going to feature Ceanothus Yankee Point. So Ceanothus Yankee Point, you can see it's a 3 litre crop we've got here. And why would you put this in your plant area? It's one of those plants from my retail days that when Ceanothus flowered, which it's about to do, and in people's gardens, everyone would come in. Have you got those blue flowered plants that are flowering now? Everybody would know of them. They'd be in people's gardens looking fantastic, and they would really drive some sales through. Blue's an unusual colour in the plant area too, so from a merchandising point of view, as these pop into flower, it really will stand out. And as you can see, they are just about to flower. So why should your customers buy them? Well, Ceanothus is such an easy plant. It's evergreen. You get that burst of colour early in the late spring, early summer, that really stands out in the garden. They're drought tolerant. They're easy to trim. It's a completely easy plant that will form the backbone of the garden, and that's what a hero plant is about. Has it got value for your customers' gardens, and has it got value for your retail to really outstand and shine in the coming weeks? So that's Ceanothus Yankee Point. Check out our availability. We've got 2 or 3 other varieties available at the moment as well. So on to the top 10 plants for this week. I'm going to start off with some herbaceous, and here is Polemonium Heaven Scent. So it does have a scent, as you would suspect from its name. It's a lovely chunky plant, just starting to throw some bud and flower up there. So we're filming this a week ahead of it arriving in garden centres, and that will be really showing some colour for your customers by the time it arrives next week. The next one is Verbena rigida. So I love this plant. I always pop this into a container in the garden around the patio because it flowers all summer long. But it's that nice compact version of Bonariensis with that lovely purple flower. So nice young 1 litre plant. Start off now for planting up and growing on for the season ahead. Then we've got a couple of grasses which are looking really good at the moment. So I'm going to start off with Phalaris Feezy, nice deciduous grass that'll grow up to about 2 foot tall. Really sort of showy plant in the garden. Also a good backdrop plant as well, with that lovely green and white variegation all the way through the leaves. And then one of the most popular grasses in the garden centre market these days is Festuca Intense Blue. So it's actually growing on the bed behind where we're filming this at the moment. Looking really nice. It's just flushing that lovely glaucous blue foliage at the moment. Our hostas are going strength to strength with 3 new varieties coming online this week. This one is Wide Brim. As you can see, it's a beast of a plant. It's got that lovely line margin around the edge of the green foliage as well. So really popular plant at this time of year with its fresh foliage coming out. And if we're talking about really popular plants, you cannot beat Lavender Mustard. An absolutely stunning plant. Great garden variety, a little bit taller than Hidcote. Lovely 2 litre pot full. Propagated here on the nursery and grown all the way through from start to finish. Then we have, back into herbaceous, we have our Digitalis Dalmatian series. So 5 colours available in this one. This is white, but check out the full range. There's rose, there's purple. All the Dalmatians have the spotty throat on the flowers. And again, a really nice chunky pot full of plant for planting out and benefiting from the flowers in a few months' time. Same too as Achillea. So this is the Tutti Frutti series. Again, really nice variety. So here you've got pomegranate. We've got 4 colours in this range. So check out the full availability. But again, lovely, thick, strong crown to that. Just starting to flush through, and then that will flower in a few weeks' time. And then the last one on this week's top 10 plants is a very, very, very popular variety. So this is Hydrangea Strong Annabelle. Again, we propagate this here on the nursery. It's grown from start to finish. It is part of the Proven Winners range. But as a garden plant, it's just outstanding. I've got a run of these against the house and it just looks wonderful in flower. Unfortunately, we have to send it out green because the flower's so big, it's hard to support in transit, and we don't want to get them damaged on their way to you. So this is how to take it, and this is how to advise your customers to put it in their gardens and then enjoy the flowers throughout the summer and right the way into the autumn. I've literally cut mine back in the last few weeks in the garden. It's had the lovely flower heads on them all winter long and looked absolutely fantastic. So that's this week's top 10 plants from Bransford Webs. Join us again next week to see what's looking great here on the nursery. Goodbye for now.